Hello, everyone. How are you doing? You're welcome to another session. So we're going to be talking about the topics in video 4, which are to the upper left, we have what is trading? Is trading related to the marketplace? Is it important to have money in order to be able to trade? How does trading take place in the marketplace? Again, what is trading? So we're going to be talking about what trading is. Is trading related to the marketplace? Is it important to have money in order to be able to trade? How does trading take place in the marketplace? All right. So now on the center of my screen, you can see this image, right? On top, yeah, we can see it says bury the change, right? Bury the change. So what does that mean? So before I proceed, what does that mean? Have you come across this anywhere? So if you travel a lot, I'm sure you will see this. Okay, you will see this at airports. You will see this at, yeah, mostly at the airport. So if you travel a lot, you should see them at the airport, right? So yes. Um, Now the first thing is what is trading? In the last call we had, that's the last recording you watched, I talked about market. Then we explained that a market is a place where buying and selling takes place, right? So that a market is a place where transactional activities are taking place. People are coming to buy and people are coming to sell. So the place where people buy and the place where people sell can be referred to as a market. So today we are going to be talking about trading. So what is trading? We can say trading is the act of buying and selling also. So a market is a place where trading takes place. You understand now? So trading itself is the act of buying and selling. So we are trading one thing for another. Then the place where we do that is what we call the market. So a market is a place where trading in the sense of buying and selling takes place. That's it. So trading. And since we are going to be talking about Forex trading, and we know that it has to do with currencies, it has to do with exchanging one currency for another. Trading is the act, we can say trading is the act of buying and selling currency in the Forex world now. There can also be different definitions or examples of trading. Understand? So another example of trading, we can say trading is a place where people come and buy gadgets. So when I buy a gadget, trading has taken place between me and the seller. So the seller is willing to sell. Okay, let's say for example, now I want to buy an iMac, and then I walk into the Apple store, right? I walk into the Apple store. We have a new one now that has been opened in Jabi, right? So let's say I go into the Jabi mall, and then I go to the Apple store there, and I decide that I want to buy an iMac. So now whoever is selling to me should be willing to sell. And me also, I should be willing, not only willing now from my side, I should be willing and able. Able talks about me having the money in order to purchase it because I can decide to want something. I can like something, but then I may not have the money to get it. You see, everybody loves to have a private jet. Everybody likes that kind of luxury, but not everybody can afford to buy it. So we all can be willing to want it, but then we might not be able to get it because we do not have the money. So on the aspect of the buyer, you need to be willing and also able to get it. On aspect of the seller, they need to be willing to sell it to you. See now, exactly. So let me give you an example now. Let's say I purchase a dog, for example, a dog, and I brought the dog home, and my neighbor happens to be a dog seller. Now, my neighbor sells dog, for example. Now, I purchased this dog somewhere else, and the dog is staying with me, and Every time my neighbor sees me, I'm always treating the dog badly. I forget to give the dog food. I leave the dog outside in the rain. I was so not serious with the dog, and that led to the death of the puppy. I say, now I want to purchase another one, and then I go to the market, or I ask my neighbor because I know my neighbor is selling a dog, and I say, "Hi, neighbor, please, I want to purchase a dog." So now I'm willing to have a dog, and I'm also able to buy it at whatever price my neighbor wants to sell it in the market, if we meet in the marketplace. Now, my neighbor seeing how I have managed the last dog I had and the way I treated it badly might not be willing to sell the dog to me. Now, you see, willingness coming from the seller side now. Might not be willing to sell the dog because he has seen how I managed the last one. And so he do not want to sell the dog to me. He's not even concerned about the money. He's concerned about the welfare of the dog. And I seen the way I treated the dog badly the last time. He might not want to sell a new one to me, even though I'm willing and I'm also able to buy a dog. So from the seller side, they need to be willing. And then from the buyer side, we need to be willing and also be able to purchase it. So that's on the side. Then I was saying, what is trading? Trading is the act of buying and selling. Since we are dealing with the Forex market, we're going to be saying it's the act of buying and selling currency. So that's what trading is. And then the next says, is trading related to the marketplace? Definitely, trading is related to the marketplace. The market is a place where trading activities take place. So on the center of my screen, you can see Bureau de Change. This is a marketplace. So a marketplace is not only a place where it is very crowded, dirty, and all of that, right? A marketplace can also be like this, very smart, beautiful, just not too many people there. The trading activities is taking place. This is a market. What kind of market is this? This is a currency market because people come and buy currencies. They come and exchange their currency for another currency. So this is a market. So Bureau de Change is a marketplace. So yes, so is trading related to the marketplace? Definitely trading is related to the marketplace. Then the next sub topic says, is it important to have money in order to be able to trade? Now, just think of it. Think of it like this. What are you doing here if you do not have money? So let's say I travel now and on arriving Copenhagen, right? I'm going to change my currency, whatever currency I have with me, let's say Naira, I'm going to change it to, um, I can change it to Euro. I can also change it to, yeah, I can change it to the Euro, right? But let's say I want to change it to Euro now. What I'm going to be changing it at a certain exchange rate, right? So I'm going to be changing it at a certain exchange rate. But the point I'm trying to bring out is if I do not have money, I do not have any business in this place. That's it. So I can pass and say hi and just go. But if transaction want to take place, I need to have something I'm bringing in order for exchange to take place. I need to have money I'm bringing. I want to change, right? So yes, is it important to have money in order to be able to trade in the financial market? Definitely, you need to have money. All right. Yes, you need to have money. And then the last one says, how does trading take place in the marketplace? So how does trading happen in the marketplace? I just told you that this burrito change is a marketplace. So how does trading take place here? So, um, okay, let me give you a real example now. January, I went to Ghana, right? And then on arriving in Ghana, I had to change my Naira to Ghana cedis, right? Now, when I arrived at the airport, took my luggage. After taking my luggage to the left, yeah, to the left, that's where the burrito changes. So those of you that have been to Kotoka International Airport, again, when you take where you're taking your luggage to the left, before you go out to meet is it custom immigration now, to the left, you're gonna see burrito change exactly to the left. Yeah. So I went there and I wanted to change my Naira to cedis, right? And then was it to the left? Yes, I think, yeah, it was to the left. Yes, it was to the left. Oh no, was it a ATM? Oh no, I can't even remember anymore. Yes, yeah, I think it was to the left because actually I wasn't able to do transaction there. So I had to come out. So when I came out of the airport and then I had to go, somebody took me to another place inside where there are a lot of ATMs. That's where I did the exchange. So there was where you're going to withdraw money. There's a narrow part I just passed, and then there's another bureau de change in that side attended to me. So yes, yeah, I remember clearly now. So I had to change my naira to cedis, and I was going to change it at the present exchange rate. Now, what the person charged me was quite high because later when I got to the hotel, when I settled down, and I had to check the exchange rate, the real exchange rate, it was way more than that. So the person actually made more money from me because I was, although I was in a hurry to just leave the airport, I was really tired. That's why. So, um, that's it. How does trading take place in the marketplace? You need to have money. So I got to the bureau de change counter, and then I wanted to change my naira to dollar, my naira to cedis, to cedis, and then I was the exchange rate as at that time. I think it charged me. I can't really remember, but it charged me at a certain exchange rate, and then we did all the transaction, and then it gave me the cedis. So I had it, and then I was able to use it for one or two transaction cash, right? Because some of them needed cash, so I had to just change it exactly. So now, how does trading take place in the marketplace? That's it. How does trading take place in the marketplace? So physically now, because trading can take place in the marketplace online, which is Forex trading, kind of trading we do. And then we can also experience trading in the marketplace physically. So physically now has to do with you actually going to exchange your currency to another currency. That's it, physical. And it can happen even at ATM. So it doesn't really need to, you don't need to physically meet people. You can, Forex trading can happen changing your currency to another currency. So when you insert your ATM and then you want to bring out CDs, for example, maybe um you have euro, you have krona, and then you want to change it. So when you withdraw, series is going to come out, right? So if you are in Ghana, rather. So, and if you're in another if you're in another country, definitely then some other the country you are in, the currency is going to come on. So it can also happen even at the ATM without meeting people physically. But it is still physical because you have to go and do all of that. And then the other one is online, just like the way we trade. I can have dollar in my trading account and I'm trading another currency. So I'm not physically having the currency at hand. I'm just trading it based on the exchange rate, which is what you're going to be learning from me. But physical trading now, let's say for example, now I am leaving from Lagos to United Kingdom now. Okay, I'm leaving for Lagos to the UK and I have, let's say about 200,000 naira with me. So I have about 200,000 naira. So I have 20,000 naira with me and I want to change this to the pound. I want to change this to the pound. The present exchange rates for you pound to, let me check. So pound to naira bank rate is 1 pound equals 578.92. So 1 pound to 200,000 naira. I want to convert this to pound, right? So it's going to be 200,000 equals, we do not know what pound yet. So I'm just going to put X pound. No, I want to convert this 200,000 naira to pound. I just put pound. Okay, and then the exchange rate now is 1 pound. Okay, equals 578.92. That's it. So 1 pound now equals 578.92 naira. So now I want to convert my 200,000 naira to pound. See it now? Because on getting to the UK, I'm going to be spending pound, right? So if since I have the Naira cash and maybe I want to make use of cash and not my ATM now or transfer or all of that, I want to make use of cash. I need to change my pound, my Naira to pound. And then the present exchange rate is 578.92. So I'm going to walk to the counter, just like these people are walking to the counter or have the counter, and then they're going to change whatever currency they have to the currency they want. So transaction is about to take place. So I'm going to change my Naira to pound at this exchange rate. This is the present exchange rate. So £1 equals 578.92. Therefore, how many pound will equal 200,000 Naira? If £1 equals to 578.92, X pound equals 200K. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to divide 200,000 Naira by 578.92. That's it. So we're going to divide 200,000 divided by 578.92. That's going to give us 345.47. 345.47. So therefore, 200,000 Naira now will equal 345.47 pound. If I'm correct, let me check. So yeah, 345.47 pound. So yeah, this is the amount I'm going to have now in pound. I can spend this now since I'm in the UK, right? I can spend this because now I have their currency with me. So now what do you think has taken place now? Transaction has taken place, right? But now, how do we now make profit? How do we make losses? Physically now, how do you earn from this and how do you lose from this now? Because on changing this now, you've not made any profit yet or any loss. So let's say you spent about a month in the UK. Okay, just an example now, a month. And then you arrived UK and then your friend or your family member came to pick you and you had someone in UK that took care of you. Okay. I just want to make this example really simple now. So somebody in the UK took care of you. You didn't spend any of the money you converted. So your 345.47 pound was still intact because the person you were with took care of you, everything you needed, he or she provided. So therefore you didn't have to spend your money at all. Now, after a month, you're coming back to Nigeria. So you have to convert your pound back to Naira. So this is where you make profit or loss now. So let's say I'm coming back. Okay, I'm coming back to Nigeria, Lagos Airport now. You want to change your pound back to Naira. And the exchange rate has increased. So the exchange rate went up from 578.92 to 650. If the exchange rate increase, so an increase in the exchange rate means the economy of Nigeria became more bad. So it became more bad. So the exchange rate had to increase. Right. So the exchange rate increased from 578.92 to 650. So if the present exchange rate now is 500 and so £1 equals to 650 rather, 50 Naira. What do you think is going to happen when you're changing this pound back to Naira? So if you're changing this 345.75 pound to Naira, you're going to have way more than that. Yes, because if £1 equals to 650 Naira, 345 pounds, you're just going to multiply it. So therefore, 345, 345.47 pound will give you £1, 6. So yes, we're going to multiply. So 345.47 pound. Now we want to convert it back to Naira. So that's going to be 345 pound 0.47 times 650. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. There's gonna be 345.47. That's the pound, and then the present exchange rate has increased to 650. Because let's say, okay, for example, let's say after coming back in a month, the exchange rate is still the same. So let's say the exchange rate is the same. That means you're going to be converting your pound to naira at the same exchange rate of 578.92. So let's multiply that by 578.92. This is going to be what? 199,999. That's still 200,000 naira for you. So you still got the same amount of money. Very little, very, very, very little change, but then it's still the same. Okay, that's it. But now let's say the exchange rate increased from 578 to 650 now. So by the time you're converting your 345.7 point, oh sorry, 345.47, you're not going to be multiplying it by the present exchange rate 650. That's going to be 224,555. So 224,555. That's going to be 224,555. So now, did you profit from this or not? Definitely, you made a profit. A profit of how much? Profit of 24,555 naira. Okay, so exactly. So you made a profit of 24,555. Now, did you have to do anything in order to profit on this, in order to make extra money? No, you didn't do anything. Just the exchange rates that increased made you to earn some money. That's it. So you've participated now. I'm coming back to Nigeria now, changing this money, and then the doing the transaction at Bureau de Change, and then they give you 224,555. You made profit of 24,555. You didn't do anything. Because of the exchange rate, you made money. That's it. That's how we make money. But this is physically now, you're making money physically now. And then what happens if the exchange rate drop? So now what happens? So let's put this as green to show profit. Now let's say the exchange rate reduced from £1 instead of 578 where it was, it reduced to like 300. Okay, now you know what this is already. So if £1 equals to 300, exchange rate reduced, that means our economy got better, right? Nigeria economy got better that month. And then the exchange rate dropped from 578 to 300. That's a good thing for us, right? Although Nigeria, but then you that you're changing the money now because now you're going to change this now. Okay, if you're changing it at the same exchange rate, like I said, you're going to have the same. But now if you're changing it at 300 naira now, how much are you going to have? You're going to multiply the 345.47. You're going to be multiplying it, or they are going to be multiplying it for you now at the present exchange rate of 300. So times 300. And then they're going to give you 103,641. 103,641. Exactly. So now, did you make profit? You already know you made a loss, a big loss already, because almost half of the money is gone. That's it. Almost half of the money is gone. So if you remove this now from 200,000, so from 200,000, that's 96,359. So loss of 96,359. 96,000. So this is not profit. This is loss. A loss of 96,359. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a lot. And then you came back just for you to come back and see that your 200,000 now is now worth 103. You made a loss of 96,359. Did you do anything? No. The exchange rate was what affected you. But this is how you make profit and loss physically now. So now, but then in order to participate in all of this, you need to either go to Bureau de Change or you need to travel and all, but you need to physically go to these places. But now it's now more better because now that we have the internet, as long as you have an internet and a smartphone, computer, and all, you can participate in all of this even without having to go out, without having to physically travel. I can participate in this in my office here, sitting down inside my house here. That's it. So I can look at the market and say, okay, price of the price of Naira to pound is going to drop. Therefore, I'm going to do this. Therefore, or see that the price is going to go up. I'm going to do this. I can't participate in trading even without having to travel physically. So yes. So how do we participate or how does trading take place in the marketplace? This is it. And this is how you make profit. This is how you make loss. We're going to change this to red. This is a loss. So now let me ask you one funny question I want you to answer. And then when you watch this video, when you're done with it, please send me your answer. Please, I want to know. If you are a, now I'm using this example now because I'm in Nigeria presently. Okay. From whatever country you are, you're watching this video. Now, would you, because if the exchange rate drops, it means the economy of your country got better, right? That's what made the exchange rate to drop. So now, if you are in this scenario, would you be praying for the economy of your country to get better? Because if it gets better, you will take a loss. And now the loss even gets bigger if the money is big. Imagine you're converting a very big amount of money. That's a big loss for you. So I want you to answer this question now. You're going to send it to me after you finish watching this video. What will you do? Would you want the economy of your country to get better at the detriment of you knowing that you're going to lose some money? Okay. Or you don't want it to get better because you want to profit from it. So I want you to send me your answer. All right. So that is it. That's going to be the end of this training. If you have any question, please let me know. All right. Drop the question before you move to the next video. All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.